Hello, welcome to Walking in Japan for, I think it's either the 12th or the 13th day of September 2025. This is the video journal of a 61-year-old retired American living in Japan with his Japanese wife, 61 years old. She's also retired too, and we got our little dogs, and we're out for a walk. Let's record some of the day. It's going to be a rainy day. It was a big day yesterday. We're kind of wiped out, but let's see what we can find out what happens. Come join us. Let's see it started. Part of the morning is finished, and look at the river. The rain's been coming down. It's a bit flooded. That's not too bad, but it's still it's nice the way this flood canal channels the water so efficiently. Out for a little pre-lunchtime dog walk. I have a feeling today's retiring in Japan is going to be a short one. I'm really having fun just hanging out in my room with all the doors and windows open, just hearing the rain and the thunder once in a while, and enjoying the time with my little dog, and we're listening to podcasts and reading and playing guitar, and this is fun. It's a good use of the day. Yumiko and I are having lunch at this little tiny place right here. It's a Musubi cafe. Musubi cafe. We don't know where the parking is. I guess it's down there.
Maybe at night.
Okay, we found the parking spot. It's just down the road just a little bit. Apparently this place might have double duty. It's the...
Yeah, it looks loungy.
So it's in Musubi Cafe during the day and Amber Lounge at night. You can see on the... We had to drive down the street. All right, let's make our way over there. You know what? Hold on. This place has the feel of one of those little, it's not even like mom and pop cafe. It's like a junior version of that. These people, these like 30-somethings that start these cafes with the theme and kind of hip and interesting, and then they pour their heart and souls into these places and make a go of it. And 20 years later, they're like, they can either beat them down or they kind of succeed of a sort. And then they're like, in their cooling and easing into their 50s. Kind of goes one way or the other.
It started out as with the, what do you call that? The food truck.
Oh!
Onigiri.
Didn't we see them on TV?
I don't know.
Oh, that sounds like so you like that, starting off as a food truck, getting yourself an establishment. Now, they got that little hole in the wall place right here, we're headed, but there's no parking. So the parking is like, they found a parking spot at a gravelly lot, about a quarter of a Shinkansen down the street.
And is this a mistake that we didn't bring our umbrellas?
I think we'll be okay. I think the rain is iffy and off and on for the rest of the day. Skateboard guy agrees. Yumiko commented that it's a long walk. Yeah, like I mentioned, about a quarter of a Shinkansen. That's how we measure things now. We measure them by units of Shinkansen.
I still don't get it.
Where each Shinkansen is a quarter mile length. Quarter kilometer. Quarter kilometer. Here's the place. There's this one, Hosuki. That looks like a liquor store.
It's a izakaya.
Oh, izakaya. Here it is. Oh, Musubi Cafe. Oh, yeah. It's got that and then that. Right. So it's definitely a lounge. And it's open in the morning at 7 a.m. And then they got breakfast and the lunches, and then they take 5 hours off in the afternoon, and then open them. What time do they close? In the evening. Open at 7 p.m.
Lounge schedule. I don't know.
Probably pretty late or early. Wow,
はい、
that's
明
big.
太高菜です。今炭治郎お持ちします。
はい。
I think so.
はい、豚汁です。お味噌汁、豚汁です。あと唐揚げはこちらにはつきます。
ね。わ、すごい。
Nice.
Quite a lunch. Look at that. Wow. That's the place. Very good. Very filling. We want to come back for sure for that. I'm making an AI, a special ChatGPT to keep track of, to tell it about all the restaurants that we go to, so that we can have a restaurant database, AI database. I'm putting that together now. I can make that available to other people once I've got that set up. That would be interesting. Anyway, I'm going to walk back and get the car because it's raining, and Yumiko doesn't like to get her hair wet. We don't have umbrellas, so I'll get the car while she settles up the bill. I'll go pick her up and we'll be out of here. I'm thinking maybe ice cream on the way home. It's still summer after all. And here's the parking lot. Kind of muddy. We decided to stop at the convenience store for dessert, but it's got to be Lawson. They really do have the best desserts, and we're not alone. The couple in the car next to us are doing the same thing. But let's go inside and pick something. Here we are at Lawson. Yumiko's in the poofy stuff section. I prefer the desserts. Yumiko is disappointed because they don't have the dessert that she wants.
They don't have apple pie with half an apple.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's a good dessert. I'll tell you, as I sit here, gently strumming my guitar, listening to the rain just outside. Oh, look. Watching a good little Japanese movie, Linda, with my dog, in the home that I bought here in Japan. It's paid for. Everything's settled. In a way, it kind of feels like I made an escape, a great escape. I was talking to Yumiko, my wife, earlier about the stress that we used to feel in our life in America, how that's changed. And I was asking her where the areas of stress were now. And she described it as this small incidental stress, like the stress of making sure that she's gets up in time to do the stuff that she does in the morning, or taking care of her father, taking him to the doctor's appointment. And I described my stress as being, what to do about my mom, which is a challenge, but largely out of my control at this point. But it's a stress, like a distant event happening that I know I'm getting closer to all the time. But it's nothing like the great and weighty stress that both my wife and I knew just a year ago under our old lives. I know a lot's going on in the world. I don't talk about it. I rarely talk about those big events that are happening. Doesn't mean that I'm not aware of them, or that I don't think about them or act out in my life in ways in accordance with my values and the way I want the world, whatever small say I have in things, through voting and my voice, that I don't try to enact that in ways I can. But for the most part, I let that alone. I try to address that through a different front. That said, it does sometimes feel like I've escaped away here, found a safe, faraway place, far from all of that. And I guess I have. The distant shore, far removed in both place and time, in a sense. Well, time not time, place for sure. Anyway, I just thought I wanted to turn the camera on for a second, capture that. This is, after all, a retiring journal, diary of my retirement process and the experience of all of this. And that's part of it. In a way, it feels like if I wanted to, I could just drift away into this new world. Or rather, let the other world drift away from me. The rain has come up again. I'm telling you, I could stay in this circumstance for a long time. Maybe for good. Maybe the cyclic nature of seeking is settled like a pendulum, swung down out of nothing, out of energy, but not without potential, right? That's how this feels. Energy largely dissipated, potential ready for something more. Big spider on the floor, not too big.
Where's Mama and Papa going? Where are Mama and Papa going? We're gonna go out for dinner.
We're finishing the day with okonomiyaki at Yoko and Dad's house. Yoko's making a beautiful okonomiyaki feast for us all. One of my favorites. This is a treat from the Osaka area of Japan.
What's great, Yoko?
Okay, well, the day is done. Another day in the bag. Today was a strange day. Not very like me. Very much a day of being at home, doing activities relative to, stay at home kind of a lifestyle, which has never been me. But I enjoyed it. Really enjoyed hanging out in my room with my dog and just doing various activities. So maybe we'll see more of that. What that means is, though, less of stuff to share with you, because that's just stuff happening at home. Thanks for joining me. Maybe see you tomorrow. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care.